that I met last year in 2017. We sometimes think it's just the women that go through some stuff. But I'm going to tell you, it's some men that go through some stuff. I'm going to let him share his own story. But I talked with him, and I got his book and I read it. Book blessed me. And his transparency blew my mind. Because most times, men, they don't talk about their situation, their circumstances. They act out on it. And that's why we have so much abuse and stuff going on, because they hold all that stuff inside. And they won't talk about those things. They go through a whole lot of stuff that we don't even know about. So I'm going to introduce Mr. Joseph Braxton. Joseph's going to come and share and how God is going to lead him to share. This man has so much in him, and I love to watch his posts. I love it. You know, you found favor in my heart. Let me tell you a little bit about Joe Braxton. He's a social activist with a diverse background in entrepreneurship, healthcare, design, and he makes these beautiful, I know he's going to bring them, lapel pins. Massage wellness, business management, and customer service. He was born in Baltimore, Maryland, and making a name for himself in the metropolitan area. Joe is a humanitarian, brand ambassador, and philanthropist, and I say it, tongue-tied, scholar. Joe is a dedicated supporter of all things inspiring. He's a giver, encourager, motivator, and caring individual who possesses a heart of gold. I felt that when I met him, and I felt it even more when I read his book, Still Breathing. How many of you still breathing? And you know the enemy try to stop you because he sees what God has up in line for you. And that's why he tried to cut you off as a young person. But he can't stop the hand of God on your life. So I want to introduce to some, and I'm getting kind of teared up because it takes a lot to write this book, and it takes a lot to share. And I thank him for his transformity. So I'd like to introduce to some and present to others Mr. Joseph Braxton. Stand up on your feet for this man. Come on now, let's clap your hands.
Hey everyone. So I'm Joe Braxton, author of Still Breathing, How to Regain Your Life After Being Robbed. So I thank Tina for having me here today. So this is my first speaking engagement. So I too have a slight, case of HD with note cards. So here's my book. It's, like I said, Still Breathing, so I'm going to read a passage out of it. So, I want my readers to know that this story wasn't written to incriminate anyone. It's my story, and I needed to tell it. I've been depressed and living behind a wall of shame and hurt for too long. I can't live like this anymore. I've lost a part of me that I'll never be able to regain. But from here on, I've chosen to take charge of my life. So I want to talk about the it. The it was taken away from me when I was 11 years old. It came to me, I was dating someone, and they shared their story of molestation. And it kind of brought up a lot of past trauma that I've experienced. I also had to realize that that was who I was, and not who I am today. I'm a survivor. I've accomplished so much after realizing, I had the strength to get through everything I was dealing with. I had to realize I had to love myself to get through it. I had to accept everything I've gone through, and I wrote the book because of it. It's also 10 years since I've been home. On my path, I was incarcerated. And so I realized that I didn't belong in that place. I'm too much of a good person. I didn't belong there. And for so many years, I've held in so much hurt, guilt, regret for putting my mom through so much because of all the things I was hiding and my shame. And so I appreciate her being here today. She kind of surprised me. I didn't know she was coming. I also want to say I apologize for everything, and I thank you for always being by my side. Okay. So after writing the book, I had to realize what my worth was, and like I said, loving myself. I had to learn that this too shall pass, and like I said, keep loving myself. Also, for anyone who's suffered through any type of abuse, domestic violence, sexual abuse, depression, whatever, in order to get through it, you have to speak on it. You have to find someone, a therapist. You have to release it, because if you don't, it'll kill you. So I wrote this book, Still Breathing, to help others, men, females, kids, to get through everything that they're going through. So back to the it. So I had to ask myself, what was it? And so what is it to you guys? So you have to ask yourself, what is it? So it could, like I said, it could be whatever you're going through, pain, whatever. I also would like each and every one of you to take 3 breaths. One for your childhood, one for getting through, and one for what God is going to get you through. Because it's surely got me through a lot. So before I leave today, I would like all of you to accept who you are, accept how beautiful you are, and love yourself. Continue still breathing. Amen.
I want to say it takes a lot of courage to come and share, and to share your book and even your gift. Did you show them your lapel? It fell?
Okay.
Look at this lapel. And you can purchase these today. Your platform, and you say this is your first speaking engagement. Well, somebody had to give me my first. And I believe this was Malika's first. Somebody had to give me my first. So God set me up to give you your first. And to tell your story. And to share his goodness in your life. I thank God for you. Thank you, Mom. We have to go through some things so we can get to where we need to go and reach the people that we really, truly need to reach. So I honor you today, sir. And I thank you for taking this platform of fantabulous youth and speaking. And may he bless you with many, many more, that you can help continue to transform and help others to transform, because we're here to help one another. And I love you. You didn't know you met your other mother. All right. Or I could be a sister. I ain't gonna tell you I'm that old though, right? All right. So thank you. So we have a little time. We're gonna eat at 12. So I'm gonna give you this. And we're gonna eat at 12 noon. And give Joe a round of applause. Give him a round of applause. So you're welcome, sir. I am just so blessed and so honored. He tells you to write the vision down. And